Forbidden Door was really smashed open tonight. Holy shit, I didn't know it was going to carry over into Monday. God damn. Hi, hey, hello. Welcome to a Market Down production. My name is Dingo Dial, and this is Holy Shit Raw. It was 3 hours long, so I had to fast forward through. But how good was that Orange Cassidy Will Ospreay match? Oh my god. Sometimes known as Danny's Raw fast forward. But anyway, what a Raw, right? Oh my god, it's been 20 years of John Cena. What did he freaking do? It's hard to count the past years, a year of John Cena, but you know, he has the easy out of not being able to see him, blah blah blah. But yeah, who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
Oh yeah. Cena walks in, he's greeted backstage, not even really backstage, like basically in the parking lot by like most of the roster. It doesn't matter if you're heel, face, never on TV, don't ever actually have never interacted with Cena. You're clapping for him. The only person who maintained their character was, of course, Becky Lynch, who was the only person not standing. She was sitting, slowly clapping. She was sad. She was down about it, you know. So I'm sure Kevin Owens would have been doing the same if he was there, because they're the only two people who remember continuity and that their characters evolve week to week and change based on what's happened to them in the previous weeks. They're not a blank slate that resets every week. They're not an Etch-a-Sketch. They're not another analogy, you know, another simile. They're not like that. They're not like that other simile. They remember. Fuck Pepperidge Farms. Oh my god, then we had a battle royal, last chance battle royal to determine the last spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match, which is weird because for most people in this match, this was an only chance battle royal. And it was fine. The last half of it was okay. There was some good spots. There was some hype moments with like Riddle and Nakamura and like Styles and Riddle and Styles and Nakamura, and Ricochet had the best spot of the match when he got plays on a scooter at night. Bro, I hate kids. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, Ricochet got thrown off the apron, but he landed on the ladder because there's ladders all in the ring because of Money in the Bank, blah blah blah. But like a moron, he jumped back right away instead of staying there for the rest of the match. But Riddle won, which is great because he should be in Money in the Bank, but he should have never fucking had the match with Omos. Why would you beat him? The guy just challenged for the title and then you beat him the Raw after, just for him to end up in Money in the Bank anyway. Omos could have beat anybody, literally anybody. So dumb. So dumb. Well, Riddle being in the match is the right thing, but so dumb. The announcers casually mentioned that Zeke and Kevin Owens has to be postponed. What the fuck? It's a Money in the Bank qualifying match, and apparently Money in the Bank is on Saturday for some reason. When are you gonna postpone it? Fucking SmackDown? Like, you don't have time. What the fuck? I guess that's why I had the Battle Royal, but come on, man. That's bull. Just put Zeke in the match. The Prophets of the Street are backstage with John Cena, and they're like, do you have any tips on how we can beat the Usos? And Cena's like, yeah, just make sure Jimmy is the one driving to the arena, and then they won't even make it. Yeah. Also, AEW megastar and borderline face of the company, Paul White, showed up in a video package to say congrats to John Cena. And so did other AEW star Bryan Danielson, but they were weirdly called Big Show and Daniel Bryan. Don't know who those guys are, but okay, cool. Forbidden Door, man, carrying over. Again, how good was that Will Ospreay Orange Cassidy match? Holy shit. That's all I can think about. Oh, Montez beat Jay. Who cares? Corey made a lot of like, I feel like Forbidden Door references. He says fate has opened a door, and you know it's an F door, you know, kind of thing. And then talking about the undisputed tag titles, like the only titles that matter, and it's like, yeah, because FTR has like 3 of the fucking 4 other tag titles they can have. But also, those tag titles don't even matter in your own fucking company, bro. What are you talking about? If you're gonna take jobs, I'm all for it. Take the jobs, but like, you know. Cena has a video package using the timely song Remember the Name by Fort Minor. Shout out to Mike Shinoda. Not you, Mike Yoda. Mike Shinoda. Chester. The Miz lets everybody know that Logan Paul's returning. Yay.
Carpool karaoke, Steve Aoki, Logan Paul. Gift shop at the gun range, a mass shooting at the mall. There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling. There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling.
Cena's backstage with Ezekiel, and he tells him to never forget who he really is. Wink, wink. Then Austin of the Theory Variety comes in and tells him that he doesn't know what A-Town down means because he's old and out of touch.
You're even wrong when you're already wrong. It's beautiful.
And then he still wears jorts. And like, you're right about the jorts thing, but I think Cena's the appropriate age to be someone who would say A-Town down, you know? Christopher Jericho made a cameo appearance to talk about John Cena too, and his was cut off mid-sentence, and I'd love to know what he rambled the fuck on about, that they were like, oh, we gotta cut this guy off, otherwise he's not gonna shut the fuck up, and he's probably gonna say something we don't want him to say. Yeah, Forbidden Door, man, Orange Cassidy, Will Ospreay is so amazing. Oh my god. It was perfect. It was fucking perfect. You notice I haven't talked about any wrestling on this show so far. Orange Cassidy, Will Ospreay. Oh, that was a fucking match of a lifetime. Stephanie McMahon took a break from her taking a break to run the company while her father gets investigated for a litany of things and is probably a monster, but will probably get away with it because, you know, come on, I think people are going to face consequences. But you know, we don't know. Allegedly, blah, 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 but ultimately, either way, guilty or not, he's still here. He's still fucking here. Bianca and Carmella promo at each other, and oh boy, do I miss Rhea Ripley. And then Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss promo at each other, and oh boy, I don't understand why people love Alexa Bliss so much. She feels so aimless. Like she's her body's there, but she's not there, you know? It's whatever. But then Liv got a fucking win. Oh my god. Liv Morgan won a singles match. Unbelievable. That, like, does not happen. Amazing. Mrs. McMahon comes out to introduce John Cena because, you know, blah, 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 tone deaf. Of course, you know, he's just a normal guy who definitely didn't do anything wrong, allegedly, and oh my god. It's totally fine that he's out there on his show, even though he stepped down as CEO because he knows something's up and he knows it's for the best that he does, but, you know, it's totally fine that he's out here throwing his fucking dick on the table because it's what got him into trouble in the first place, probably, allegedly, who knows, but anyway, he introduces John Cena, who's supposed to be this ultra babyface good guy who did like 800,000 Make-A-Wish things, but then he's gonna let this alleged potential, probably monster, introduce him and act like nothing's wrong. Weird, right? Right? Nah. Yeah, so then anyway, out comes James's erection, and the whole locker room for the most part is there on the ramp again. Heels and baby faces beat down. Bianca and Carmella were just slapping each other a segment ago, and they're standing borderline across from each other on the aisle, all smiles and clapping, because John Cena I mean, it makes sense why Carmella would be smiling and clapping to see John Cena, allegedly. But, you know. It's weird to see grown men cheering for John Cena. Who would do that? I mean, the guy was like begging the crowd to boo him to do a Let's Go Cena sucks chant, but they just wouldn't fucking do it. What's wrong with the guy? We bullied this guy into having Stockholm Syndrome, into having a fucking bullying fetish, and we're not even giving him his fix. He hasn't been here in a year, and we're not gonna give him his fucking fix. The fuck? Also, there was thank you Cena chants. Thank you Cena. For what? How quickly we forget. How quickly we forget the hands that suffocated us, the hands that were wrapped around our throat with a vice grip and wouldn't let go until they got distracted by a new, bigger, shiny object that is Hollywood. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't even hate John Cena that much, but like, it's all good now? We're all just like, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved the US title open challenge as much as the next guy, and the Firefly Funhouse was the greatest thing WWE's ever produced. You can't even at me at that, but like, just throw him some booze. What the fuck? Like, it's nice to see John Cena and all, but this felt pointless, right? I don't know. Later on, he did a backstage segment with Seth, and that was actually good, but Cena didn't do any talking. Seth did all the talking. They had some nice interactions. It was really good on Seth. I was very impressed with him, you know? And they had a fun little bit of banter at the end where he was like, oh, you failed to cash in the Money in the Bank and I had the greatest one ever. And on Saturday, apparently, history is going to repeat itself. For me, not for you, obviously. You're not in the match. You're not in the match, right? It's funny. Anyway. But yeah, bro, come on, crowd. I know a lot of you adult males in this crowd were booing this guy 5 years ago, and what changed? The fact that he's just not there anymore? I don't get it. Like, Peacemaker wasn't that good. Like, you can't tell me you were Cena fans all along, okay? If so, show me some proof. You got any pictures? Anything that would show that you've been a ride or die Cena Nation sheep for your whole life? No, okay? Who does that? Who moves on from one face of the company to the next as their favorite just like that? The muscle guys had their segment next, and it was a handicap match. It was Alpha Academy, who betrayed Kevin Owens. Apparently, they're just working for any old heels now. In a 2-on-1 handicap match versus Bobby Lashley, and I don't know what happened. I didn't watch a fucking second of this. I really lived up to the fast forward name and just right through this whole thing. Oh my god, I don't care. This is like consistently the worst part of Raw, which isn't even a good show this week, and still at least it's consistent, right? And then in the main event, we had the women's last chance match, except it was an elimination match instead of a battle royal because they're just, numbers. But it was Becky versus Shayna versus Xia Li versus Doudrop versus Nikki ASH versus Tamina, and oh my god, there's only one star in this whole fucking match, and that star is a heel, and all these people are heels. Who is the crowd supposed to cheer for here? Like, the women main event was good, but put a babyface in the match. Maybe Aaliyah's not ready, but you could have put her in it. Like, maybe if you didn't randomly turn Xia Li heel, you could have done it. Maybe if you didn't have all the babyfaces qualify in the first chance, you could have had just put fucking Dana Brooke in the match. For all I give a fuck. Like, what? Put a babyface in the match if you're gonna do this. But oh my god, like, literally, Becky's the only person who got any reaction from the crowd, and she got cheered because she's the only star in the match. The crowd's like, yes, we like you. We don't give a fuck about any of these people, because why should we? Not that these people aren't good, but you've been given no reason to care about them, especially in Xia Li's case and Tamina's case. Tamina's case is different. She's not good, but like, there's no, it wasn't even like Becky got cheered and everyone else got booed. It was like Becky got cheered and no one else got anything. Doudrop got a smidgen of cheers at the end when it was down to her and Becky. Spoilers, I guess, technically. But yeah, Becky eliminated Xia Li and Nikki. Doudrop eliminated Tamina and Shayna. And then Becky hit an avalanche man handle slam for the win. And it's good. She's the Money in the Bank. You can't put any of these jabronis in, otherwise they'd just be warm bodies. I mean, you could put Dewdrop in to have the big person in, and that's nice, but you know, instead of having Becky lose this and continue the down spiral, you have to lose Money in the Bank and continue the down spiral, because then you can jump off into another feud. You can have one last interaction between her and Asuka. You can move into the Alexa Bliss feud. I think they're going to go towards how you can even have Liv Morgan get a win back over Becky at this point. But god damn, bro, don't put people, God, to me the main event is Raw, man, that's not right. The show wasn't good. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. But, you know, I hope you enjoyed it, James, because this episode was just for you, apparently.
I don't know what my only crime was being happy. That's all I did.